reflection / decompression video for the 2022 World Aquatics Championships writing / YouTube production that I did for the championships this year. And so I'm going to start off with a little note. I am a little tired today. We lost power last night. I was awake and about to go to bed, getting ready for bed, and the lights were on, and then the lights just turned off, and I was like, dang it, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep till the power comes back on. I just know it. And sure enough, I was a little, so I sleep with a fan on, and since we didn't have electricity, the fan wasn't running, and it was just a hair too warm and a hair too quiet, and I couldn't fall asleep until the power turned back on, which was, I think, a little over 2 hours later. So, yeah. So I'm a little tired because power came back on at like 1:45 a.m. or something like that. So if I seem a little muted compared to normal, that's the reason. Okay, so the decompression reflection video, I'm going to cover 6 things. I don't have little signs or my whiteboard, so it's just going to be spoken. Recitation format. So up first is countries and lone penguins of interest that chosen. So I was happy, 100% satisfied with my selection. They provided a diverse geographical spread and place finishings. So I guess for myself, I've done something wrong if, like, the country I chose, everybody medaled. That's not me, and nor reflective of my experience or how I watch sports. So I was happy with what I got. I like having a spread. You know, somebody places 55th, somebody wins the gold medal and sets a world record. Stuff like there's a spread, and I enjoy having that spread. Or a country doesn't compete at all, like Bulgaria in artistic swimming. And so I thought it was great for a learning experience and learning the significance of somebody might not do so well, like not doing so well, but like they compared to like the United States of America here, it's kind of did they make the podium? And sometimes the most significant swims aren't even part of the final for an event. And I gained a greater appreciation of that by having swimmers, artistic swimmers, open water swimmers, kind of along the spread of the spectrum in terms of finishes. I was happy with that. A big learning experience for me. I failed to take into account, so to specify at the beginning that the medals and medalists I covered were at the time. So they reflect reality because they are reality for what happened at the time, the fact. And so but I didn't put a bracket on that. I think that's like, I was writing and publishing on Wikipedia, and people can edit things after the fact and say, oh, somebody else won a medal and stuff like that. But that's nice. It wasn't what happened at the time, kind of thing. So I did have to add a clause in being like, this is for reality at the time of the race and the medal ceremony, kind of thing. So that's I failed on that one to take that into account before I started this writing YouTube joined production and communicating that. It did, yeah, it just straight up failed, and addressed it when it came up. The cumulative medal table, this is like 1.5, topic 1.5. I'll go through it pretty quick. So silver on top, bronze in the middle, gold on the bottom. Up first in the medal table is Italy with 5 silver medals, 7 bronze medals, and 9 gold medals. Second in the medal table is France with 4 silver medals, 2 bronze medals, and 2 gold medals. Third in the medal table is Japan with 4 silver medals, 1 bronze medal, and 2 gold medals. Fourth in the medal table is Great Britain with 1 silver medal, 3 bronze medals, and 1 gold medal. Up fifth is Curry Leonhardi, so that's a lone penguin of interest. 1 silver medal, 1 bronze medal, 1 gold medal. Up sixth in the medal table is Chalmers Leonhardi, 1 silver medal, 0 bronze medals, 1 gold medal. And up seventh in the medal table is South Africa with 0 silver medals, 1 bronze medal, and 0 gold medals. So that's the cumulative medal table. So if we're counting in terms of medals, they did My countries and lone penguins of interest did excellent. So that's my 1.5. The next reflection item is reflecting on the recitation format for my recap videos. So was this inspired by anything? Not particularly. It was, I have seen, oh, they are going out for, my parents just went out for a walk. I've seen, sorry, got distracted. That tired thing, power outage. I've seen, so this is the recitation format for recap videos, which is, it's a recapitulation, so kind of covering what happened. I like it. It's better than, some people kind of have a prompt or guiding questions, and that's pretty common with sports news. And when I've seen those, people can end up rambling about the same thing for 20 minutes, and they'll come back to it when they're discussing different things. And it's horrible to watch. Zero enjoyment value and zero entertainment value. So from my perspective, so this was more of, how do I stay on point? Like, how do I talk about a medal and not add a whole bunch of embellishment? And it's not embellishment, but how do I keep it brief and concise and to the point? Because I'm presenting a fact, not fact with opinion. So I think the recitation format was great for that. And I think having the logistics and interest-peaking sections helped keep the rest of the format streamlined. So I think it worked well. The next reflection item is the Wikipedia and YouTube pairing. I enjoy it. I think this is not the first competition I've written and published about on Wikipedia during the competition, and it can become really kind of a mental drain just doing writing. So I think doing the YouTubing is good, because if something's bothering me, or I'm just like, this is what this person wants, and this was the time, actually saying it and documenting it, it kind of releases it. It's like a detoxification of the system. It's like everything's out, all right, go to the next thing. So I'd say it ended up working really well. Yeah, it is a lot of work, however. So I wrote less and published less on Wikipedia because I did the videos, but my quality of life was higher, perhaps, kind of. Up next, long format recap videos paired in uploading with shorts about other topics. So that was the goal. I had this goal of like, okay, I'll do videos each day and a shorts video. Like, so a shorts video is vertical video, less than 60 seconds and less than a minute. And I had initially, I was like, I had this great idea. I'm going to upload one of those every day, something to kind of keep me balanced. I did not upload one of those every day, and I ended up making a couple of the shorts videos about the World Aquatics Championships. So I would say, in terms of success rate, that one kind of failed. It didn't go like I had planned, because there was a lot of writing and YouTubing, and then writing the video descriptions, and so it was just turned out to not be as feasible as I thought it was in advance. But that's just reality, and accepting reality at the time of, I'm not going to push myself to meet this when it could potentially affect my health, kind of thing. So I think I made the right decision in choosing sleep and stuff like that, so I could finish. With one competition I wrote about, I burned out and I didn't get the sleep I needed, and so I ended up not finishing writing on a number of pages. So I've come to learn before this one that sleep is, if I want to finish something, I need to sleep. So I chose sleep and I finished it. I did not necessarily get all the non-related shorts that I wanted, but it's a live and learn kind of thing. Up fifth, relevance for other competitions. So we're talking about the YouTubing here. It would be fun to keep this structure for the daily results of interest videos, and do like choose competitions and not do the whole thing. Maybe like quote unquote like taste test the competition by choose countries of interest, choose the sports, and then do one day of the competition and make a video or 2 videos for that one day of the competition, just to see what get a feel for the competition in the YouTube kind of thing. So I guess I'm saying I would not do it for every competition. I would not do it for every World Championships, and there might actually be a use for these kind of videos just as standalones. One video for one day of the heats or preliminary session of one championships, just to see what the feel of the competition is, and keep me on my toes. But I think if I did that, or even if I didn't do that, it might be interesting to do a full-scale production for something other than a World Championships. There are competitions like the Mediterranean Games that have much more diverse representation in the medal table. So, like, I think for the entire Mediterranean Games, there was something, in the 2022 Mediterranean Games, there was something like 26 nations competing, and 24 nations made the medal table, something like that. And, like, that's called doing something right. Because, so, yeah, it was, versus, like, the World Championships has over 100 countries or something like that. Not always, I'm just throwing a number out there, but then 20 nations, so only 20% of the countries actually medal, versus 90% or 95% of countries. So it might be more fun to choose a competition that has diverse representation in medalists, as a way of putting it. And then up last, removal of information from Wikipedia user page. So I do that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to removing it. My user page has gotten quite large, or not quite large. It's large. It could be much larger. And it will be nice to have that information removed. But that's removed tomorrow, as in 7th of July, 2022. I might do it tonight, because the championships were held in Budapest. I might do it on Budapest time and do it tonight. Remove it tonight so that I can wake up tomorrow morning and make sure nobody's put it back on my user page or something like that. Like, one night, it's gone, and it's still gone in the morning. That affirmation might be quite nice. But that's my reflection. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, but I did a good job prioritizing health and sleep and stuff like that, so that I didn't crash and burn, because I've done that before and it's not fun.